Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Write down your money goals for 2021. Yeah, the new year is here. The new year's, a few hours. Depending on what time you listening to it, if you listen to this on December 31st. If you listen to it like sometime in January, you find it somehow, hey, I'm just right there on December 31st. But write down your money goals for 2021. Use it as a time to set a goal. Set several goals. Like the first thing you want to do is set a goal for how much money you want to make. And this is whether you're in a job or if you're in a business. Now, the business part is obvious. You want to make a certain amount. You want to get a profit and everything. Write that down. But even if you want a job, even if it's a minimum wage job, you can write down a goal. Like you could say, okay, say it is a minimum wage job. Say, okay, you want to move up. Write down that goal. Just write it down. Write it down. Write down a goal of making more money, right? And then, have a savings goal. Savings is important. I can't emphasize that enough. Have a goal. Say, okay, in this year, I want to save this much money. I want to save this much money. I want to save this much a month or however you get paid. And write that down. Write that down. Or if you need money for a project or something, right? Write down the goal for it. Or you want to get a house or something. Write down the amount of money you need for a down payment. It could be you have children and you want to, have some money to send them to school. All right. You want to send them money to send them to school. So you write that down, whatever it is, even if it's small. It could be money to go on a vacation to a nice place. Try to figure out how much money that is and write down to the goal to make that money. And something you could do too? You could do a monthly goal, like maybe go back over your paychecks for 2020 or your your sales receipts, your books and everything if you're in a business and see how much you made every month. One of the things I do, I always write down how much I make every month. Actually, every time I get money from whatever source, I have it written down. And then I check that monthly. I tally it up monthly. And then what I do is the next year, my goal is always to make more than I made the year before. I learned that working retail. In January 2021, my goal is to make more than I made in January 2020. That's one of my money goals, right? And see, here's the beauty of just writing down your goal. It kind of puts it in ink. Don't write it in pencil. Puts it in ink what you want to do, and what that'll do is that'll drive you to make that goal. And you know what? You might even want to go further. You might want to go further. Like write down the goals for everything. Get on your computer, laptop, whatever you use. Type it up. Put it in bold letters. Print it out, and put it up on a wall or something. Something that you have to look at. Like my yearly goal for what I want to make is literally right above my laptop. In fact, I use my laptop to record and, got microphone plugged in and everything. And I'm looking at it right now. Right. And I did all right. I had a very high goal. But the thing is, it kept me going. Because sometimes if you don't have a goal, sometimes you just flow. Seriously, it's just a little money making thing. If you don't have a goal, you just like la 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 la, but you can get caught up easily. When you have a goal, you'll get up. If you got a goal to make a certain amount of money, you start thinking about, okay, how can I get this money? If you're in business especially, you say, okay, I got to do a little extra. I might have to make some phone calls. If you on a job or something, you might have to figure out, okay, what can I do to make extra money? What can I do? Because I got to make that goal. You might think, okay, I want to make that savings goal, right? You might say, you know what, I'm gonna have to give up some stuff. You know, in my last podcast, I talked about cutting unnecessary expenses. You might just say, you know what, I can't take her to Ruth Chris. You know, I better get one of those steaks. I better get one of those steaks on sale at the local grocery store. Go on the internet and figure out how to bake that thing right or cook it right, however I'm going to do it. Get the potatoes, get them cooked, download some cooking recipes or something, right? But you save that money, though. See, one thing with writing down your goals, though, it says it's concrete. It gives you something to go for. Now, does that mean you're going to make the goal? No, but you know what? You actually strengthened in the pursuit of it. That's the key to it. That's the key. It gives you something, keeps you going. Like I said, I told you I ain't make my money goal for 2020. I didn't, because I'm looking at it right now. Like, I came way short, and I'm not going to use any excuse. I just came short. But then at the same time, I made it high to keep me going, because it's still higher than the year before. And you know what? You do that to keep you going. Like it's like being in sales. Like I've worked as a salesman. You always want to have a certain goal that you want to make. Especially when you're doing commission sales, they'll say, okay, you need to make this much, or you need to, like, if you're doing membership sales, you need to get this many members and stuff. It keeps you going. Like, for example, I'll use a sales example. When I was working at this gym doing sales, I had a certain goal, and I remember the last day of the month, I had to make the goal. I needed like 13 sales, and I got 16. Ron was working it. Ron was working it, but that's an important thing. When you have those goals, it keeps you going. So when you had those money goals to make a certain amount, to save a certain amount, to save for a project, to save for a house, to save for a vacation, whatever you're doing, your kids' education, save for the car, whatever you saving for, you might be saving for something dental, or you know what, you might, I don't know, whatever you saving for, once you have it written down, it keeps you focused on that goal. And it actually opens up your mind. Like you working on that goal, and you like looking at it, say, you know what, it might be tough with what I'm doing. Your mind will open up to something new. It's like, okay, what else can I do to make that money? Right? And I'm gonna be honest, it's worked very well for me. It's worked very well for me. Because it was like, okay, I gotta make this amount of money. And the way let me share with you how I kind of budget my money. Because I have several streams of income. I only pay my rent off of one stream of income. I strictly use one stream of income. And then there's other streams of income I use strictly for savings. I got one stream of income to pay off my car. And I've actually paid extra on it, but it was a goal to pay it off earlier. So it'll be paid off next year. Actually, be honest, it might be paid off sooner than that. Technically I could pay it off right this second, but got to say, got goals for something else too. So, and that's the thing, but write down your money goals for 2021, okay? Very important. And even though you're just hearing it today, you might not have did it, ain't nothing wrong. Take the first week of 2021 to write down for the rest of the year, all right? So anyway, y'all know what to do. Let's go make that money.
Yeah.